All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim I heard pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh Shemel Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations being upon the elect. May the election of Yahweh Shemel Shai Lord live upon the houses. So this is a very, very, whatever you want to call it, man, either very late or very, very early lesson, man. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, not able to go to sleep. So what better than to, ultimately feed the sheep of Yahweh Shemel Shai through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And, I was looking over some articles, looking over some videos, man, and through the spirit, the word focus came into mind, and this precept ultimately came, into mind as well. This is Matthew 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Right? It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Right, man? So this passage is ultimately going into, not, focusing, right? Not focusing and worrying about the things that are in the world, right? Don't try to build, right, in the world. Try to build in the spirit, right? Try to build, in this truth, right? Gathering up this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and getting the proper breakdowns of the scriptures, right? So that way you can ultimately be prepared for the times to come, because again, we have three major prophecies to come to pass, right? Jacob's trouble, World War III, and the most sought after prophecy is Yahweh Shai's coming, where he destroys the armies of these nations, cast down all rule, power, and authority, right? And Lord, will we be part of the elect, being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, so again, we have to, in order to get to that point, right, we have to stay focused, stay, keep our attention on the task at hand, which again is serving the Lord, right? Doing the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai, feeding his sheep, right? Teaching ourselves the way we can teach others, right? I read verse 21 again. It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, right? Your heart meaning your mind, right? Where whatever you find value in, that's where you're ultimately going to be focused, right? So you find value, right, in, because ultimately treasure has value, right? So if you find value in cars, phones, all these material things, that will, guess what? You're going to be focused on the world, because the world is full of, again, material things, right? But if you ultimately, are seeking for something greater than this world, such as, again, the kingdom, right? True rest, right? True power, true authority, right? Being able to serve the Lord perfectly, not having to deal with no, unrighteous thoughts, no unrighteous acts, just being perfect, then guess what? Your mind is going to be on serving the Lord in this time, right? Because you can't get there, if you're not serving the Lord, man. You can't be part of the first ones being able to receive that perfection if you're not serving the Lord, man. Continue on verse 22. It says, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Right, man? So if you're focused on Yahweh Shemel Shai, focus on the kingdom, and well, guess what, man? You're going to grow. You're going to ultimately, you're going to turn away from evil and wickedness, right? Be purged through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai of that Babylon juice, right? and follow after righteousness, man. Right? But again, if you're focused on the world, it will, that just paves a way for evil and wickedness to be sown in your life, man. Verse 23 says, "But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?" Right? It says, "No man can serve two masters. For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold fast to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve the Most High and mammon." That's right, man. Which mammon ultimately goes into money, right? Which is money is what rules the world, man. This current world, right? Money is what rules it. So ultimately it's likened unto, the world, right? You can't serve the Most High, right? And be in the world. You can't straddle the fence, man. Right? The Lord said in Revelations, I think it was Revelations, the 3rd chapter, Revelations 3, I think it's 15, verse 15, it says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou wert cold or hot, right? So you're straddling the fence, right? You're either going to serve the Lord, or you're gonna be in the world. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no gray area. It's black or white, man. Right? It's left or right. You're gonna be with the Most High, or you're not. It's verse 16. It says, "So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth." Right, man? Meaning the Lord's ultimately gonna get rid of you, man. You being in this truth, man, and you're still trying to straddle the fence. No, that's not how that works, man. The Lord's going to get rid of you, or you being in the world, right? You're still in the world, and you're kind of thinking about getting into this truth. Hey, well, guess what? The Lord's just not dealing with you anyway. You're going to be destroyed, man, right? Whatever side of the spectrum you're on, man. If you're lukewarm, period, point blank, the Lord's not dealing with you, man. The Lord's going to get rid of you, right? When he spew you out of his mouth, kind of like spit, man. You gonna spit and walk away, man. Just like you do on a regular, right? You go and you spit. You don't ever think about that spit ever again, right? The spit that you had, that you spat out last week, you ain't thinking about it, So it's like that's exactly what the Lord's going to do to those that are not completely focused on serving Him, on the kingdom, right? Because everything that you see here is ultimately going to be done away with, man. So why would you want to, focus on something that has an expiration date, whereas the kingdom has no expiration date? Let me grab this. This 2 Corinthians 4. I'll just hit the point, verse 18. It says, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal," meaning they're temporary, right? They have an expiration date, right? Just like food. Food goes moldy. It has an expiration date. You can't eat it after that. This world has an expiration date, man. It says, "But the things which are not seen are eternal," meaning there's not going to be no end, right? It's everlasting. That's what the kingdom is going to be, right? And everything that comes with the kingdom, right? The everlasting rest, the joy, never going off again. All those things are eternal, man. You should want those things, man. And the only way to get to those things is through Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. It's period, point blank. So you got to keep your eye focused, man. Keep your eye on the prize. We're almost out of here, man. We have all the signs, right, that Yahushai had ultimately given us, right, to know, hey, we're at the end. We have them, right? The scriptures say at the end it shall speak and not lie. Well, prophecies coming to pass, right? Prophecies coming to pass right before our eyes. So we need to stay focused on the task at hand more now than ever, Grab this precept. This is Philippians 3. Philippians 3 and 13. Slakia. Philippians 3:13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. That's right. Putting away that old man, right? As it says in Ephesians, the 4th chapter, right? Being renewed through the spirit of our mind, putting off that old conversation, those old things, right? The things of the world, right? Because as the scripture says that he that is, it has friendship with the world is enemy of the Most High, It's James, what is that? James 4 and 4, as well as 1 John 2 and 15, that they that love the world, right? The love of the Father is not in them, man, right? So we're putting all those things behind us and reaching forward, right, to, Yahweh Shemel Shah, seeking him 10 times more, right? It says, verse 14, it says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Mashiach Yahweh Shai. That's right. Right. So we're staying focused on the kingdom. We're running that race. Right. And looking down the lane and seeing the finish line. And ultimately, again, just being motivated by seeing that finish line. Right. Keeping the faith, knowing that, you're going to make it. Lord will, you do everything that you're supposed to be doing. Praying, watching, being brotherly, so on and so forth, right? Verse 15, it says, let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal even this unto you. Nevertheless, that was basically the point, right? That was basically the point. Again, staying focused, man. Stay focused on the task at hand, right? Things are about to get, real bad, right? We're coming into Jacob's trouble, but nonetheless, again, we need to stay focused, So Lord Will was edifying. Lord Will straight to the point, and we give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Shemel, Shabbat, Shemel, Kakwadash. Double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, great millstone. Until next time, I say shalom.